Welcome back to Lobotomy Corporation. I'm Grillmastah, and today we have Spiderbud. Spiderbud appears to just be little spiders walking across the bottom of the containment facility. Until, eventually, something drops down from here. The armor and weapon of Spiderbud is on the employee Noah right here. The weapon and armor are both Teth. When you send an employee in who is 3 across the board, instinct is high, insight is very low, attachment is high, and repression is low. The containment unit is a giant spiderweb. As soon as an employee enters it, the spider's eyes are fixed on its prey. When Noah notices that the floor should not be black, a large shadow starts to move. Spiderbud is probably able to hear, touch, smell, as well as see. Sometimes a few spiderlings fall off the ceiling, but everything will be fine if you ignore them. Noah does not forget to gently pat down, make sure no spiderlings still cling to any piece of clothing before leaving. If you send somebody on an insight, doesn't matter the level, the actual abnormality itself will fall from the ceiling. Your employee will be out of control and will proceed to get sucked up and turned into a cocoon. The more cocoons that are in here, the more PE boxes you can actually get. The story of Spiderbud, an abnormality that takes the form of a giant spider, guarding its domain in darkness. Small spiders skitter across the floor while unidentified wires hang over the ceiling. It's difficult to see what kind of abnormality it is. The cables running through the ceiling of the containment unit are damaged, denying illumination. Our proud employee Peter went into the abnormality containment unit. He saw spiderlings scattering away from the light of the floor. As soon as the employee squashed one of the spiderlings, a horrible thing happened. A giant spider with many eyes descended and took the employee in a matter of seconds. The spider gleefully wove the employee into a cocoon. The cocooned employee hanging in the ceiling of the containment unit will be a healthy meal for its offspring. Understandably, no employee volunteered to retrieve the body of the cocooned colleague. Most people don't know, but the employees in cocoons are not dead. They slowly die inside. They are kept fresh for later consumption. Spider venom contains a special toxin that permanently damages the heart, eventually leading to death. The employee trapped inside the cocoon have no choice but to wait in the dark for being consumed by spiderlings, listening to the slow beating of their own heart. Omitted. Letter excerpt. Thank you for sharing your opinion. However, our own research indicates that your concerns are unlikely. Furthermore, it is proven that the presence of the cocoon in the containment unit increased the energy output. For these reasons, we will not implement a rescue procedure for employees who are caught by spiderbuds, as it's against our interests. However, we will allocate more resources in researching this specimen in the future, per your opinion. Please be advised that your actions are against the Code of Conduct and are subject to penalties, including dismissal. Lobotomy always values the welfare and voices of its employees. Head of Welfare Department, Lobotomy Corporation. There's an eerie rumor spreading among employees. It is not surprising for rumors to spread in a company of this caliber, but it is interesting that the number of alleged witnesses seem to multiply. Here are some of the rumors that are circulating. Whispers are heard in the containment unit at night. It was the voice of Alex who went missing a few days ago. They say the voice wept in terror, asking to be saved from the darkness. Management Tip 1. Employees with Prudence Level 1 stomped the crawling spiderlings. Spiderbud turned those who harmed her babies into cocoons. Management Tip 2. Spiderbud quickly turned Yumi into a cocoon who was cleaning the unit as part of inside work. Management Tip 3. Spiderbud's cocoons produce PE boxes. More cocoons mean more PE boxes produced. Instinct is high all across the board. Insight is very low all across the board, and if you send somebody in on insight, they will get cocooned. Attachment is common all across the board, and repression is common all across the board. This actually is an abnormality that I used very frequently to get the repression skill up. The weapon is short range, speed and normal, and it does red damage. And the armor is 0.8 to red, 0.8 to white, and 0.8 to black, and 2 to pale. They are both Teth, so they won't do a lot of protection against the higher LF abnormalities. The gift is 10%, and it is a pretty good gift, and pretty common. Success rate +3 and work speed +3. Non-escaped object, but it will consume your people if you have level 1 prudence, or send somebody in on insight. And that has been Spiderbud. Until next time.